the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. Waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. We got breaking news, man. Tua Tagovailoa looking to set the QB market. We're about to get into it and more. Oh my gosh, where do I start on this one, man? First off, this stream is being powered by BetUS. Receive a 125% bonus. Link is in the description of the video. Now they have a special right now where they are offering 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. All right. Not just your first one, but your first 3 deposits. Take advantage of the opportunity before the big game tonight for the Super Bowl. Get in on that bonus now if you can. Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out BetUS TV. Y'all already know what time it is. Tomorrow is the first show for the huddle. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, me, Dan Mitchell, and Richie, we've been picked up by BetUS TV to do a show at 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. It is going to be a football talk show. We will be discussing everything that's happening around the NFL. This is one of our first big opportunities as far as having an official show with an actual company that's starting their own network. So BetUS TV, go to the YouTube channel. It's blue and black, BetUS TV. And tomorrow at 3 p.m., Okay, tomorrow at 3 p.m. we will be live for the first show. It is 1 hour every day, every weekday at 3 p.m. So if you guys could come through, show your love and show your support, it would be greatly appreciated. All right. Let me dim these blinds and get some real bright light up in here. Ooh, no, I don't want too much. Y'all seeing that glare. All right. Oh, well, hold on. I ain't even got my main light on. Hold on. Woo. There we go. I didn't even realize I ain't had my main light on. All right, y'all. Before we get started on this Tua Tagovailoa news, I got a special announcement. Something y'all been waiting on is about to go down. All right. Something y'all been waiting on is about to go down. It is about to go down. It is about to go down. Hit that like button and I'll tell you what it is. It is about to go down. Down. All right. Hit that like button, baby. That's right, baby. Wednesday night at 6. Hold on. Let me make sure I get the right time. Wednesday night on Valentine's Day at 6:45 p.m. That's right. TD, Omar Kelly, Alan Poupar, and Barry Cunningham. Me and Barry, we will be guests on their show on Wednesday night at 6:45 p.m. It is about to go down. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great show. The only thing I'm mad about is only an hour. I feel like this show can go for 3 hours because there's too many points to get through, baby. I feel like this show can go for 3 hours. But Wednesday night, all right, we will be live. Me, Barry Cunningham, on their show at 6:45 p.m. All right. Show no mercy. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. I do want to have a respectable football conversation because I want to get my points across. I don't want this to be the typical banter, back and forth, yelling and all of that, unless it turned that way. But I want to talk football. I want to talk facts. I want to get to the things that are ignored all the time. So we're gonna have a really good conversation. Yeah, it'll be dope. It'll be dope. It'll be pretty fun. All right. All right. And listen, all hands on deck in the chat. Y'all already know what time it is. All hands on deck in the chat. Y'all know what time it is. We repping in the chat. All right. But yeah, Wednesday. This should be real good for their show. Even more publicity and things like that. To let people know, because I always tell y'all, go watch everybody. Okay. Oh, I just got breaking news on the breaking news. We're pre-recording it and it's not going to be live. Sorry, y'all. So make sure you show up when they show it as a premiere, I guess. So it's going to be pre-recorded. All right. It will not be live. All right. We're going to be taping it on Wednesday. Sorry. I just got that notification. So, dang, I was hoping y'all can come through live. Everybody, it'd be like this mega, 2,000 people in the chat going crazy. I thought we were going to have a big show like that, but we're going to have pre-recorded content, so I guess that's the route we'll go. It's all good. But like I said, this should be a good conversation. I'm not trying to get in no yelling matches. I really want to talk good football about the state of this team and what's going on. Get rid of certain narratives. Talk about, what is what it is. It should be a great conversation. So I don't know when they'll put it out then. We'll film it on Wednesday, but I have no clue when they'll put it out. So whenever they do, and once I know, I'll let y'all know. So y'all can go check it out and enjoy it. And like I always tell y'all, go subscribe to their channel. I always tell y'all, man, go listen to my view, listen to opposing views, listen to everybody and come up with your own decisions of what you believe the state of the team is. I always tell y'all that. So at the end of the day, you never can sit there and say you've been misled or somebody's giving you an agenda. It's all about what you say, the evidence you bring, the facts you bring behind it. And subscribing to their channel isn't an opposing view, just so y'all know. It's not an opposing view. The crazy thing is, I agree with about 95% of what Poupar be saying. About 95%. Omar, believe it or not, I agree with about 80% of what he say, and then 10% of the Tua talk. So the only real difference is Tua, and that's what everybody want to hear about. And I'm sure we'll get into that, but it's so much more for us to talk about. So we'll see how this conversation goes. I think it's going to be a hit show. I think y'all going to really enjoy it. And we'll just see how it goes. Barry's going to be on, and it should be fun overall. All right. But real quick before we move on, breaking news, Tua Tagovailoa. I know y'all saw the reports all day today, looking to set the market, and then people writing articles saying it's rightfully so because the cap's going up. I'm not gonna be too long this morning because I'm trying to get in Super Bowl mode. And I got a great pregame show to go over with y'all. You make sure you come to the pregame show because I got something that I want y'all to take advantage of, a free opportunity. All right. But listen, let me tell y'all what's going on. What I believe is going on. Like I always disqualify these conversations and say, I don't know what the facts are in this case. And ain't nobody telling me nothing. The people that I talk to don't know nothing about nothing right now. So this is what I feel about this conversation. Okay, about this whole Tua wanting to set the market. I think it's a bunch of crap. I don't even think there's conversations about Tua wants to set the market and his agent's been in the office wanting to say. I don't even believe it. I don't even believe it. Now, do Tua want his money? Yeah, he want his money. Does Tua agent want to get as much as he possibly can? Yeah, he want to get as much as he possibly can. Does Tua agent and Tua love to set the market? Of course they love to set the market. But this report coming out that he's looking to set the market and all of that, I don't believe it. And the reason why I don't believe it, of course, if I'm his agent, that's the first thing I'm asked for, and then we'll negotiate down, but I don't believe like this is a hardcore, we're setting it or we can't get a deal done type thing, okay? Because at the end of the day, come on. Tua ain't no quarterback to be setting no market. Y'all know how I feel about it. I already told y'all, offer Tua a 4-year, $120 million contract, $30 million per year, and only a guaranteed 2 years. Now, he ain't going to take that. If I was in Tua's position, I wouldn't take that because I know if I hit the open market, there's always one dumb team that's going to give me more than Daniel Jones. So I don't expect him to turn that down. I expect him to turn it down. Excuse me. Reverse that. But this is why I was saying you need to go after somebody like Baker Mayfield or go after a Kirk Cousins or something like that. Here's why. What people need to understand is we're in the middle of we're like in the middle of a fork in the road. We're literally at a fork in the road. The organization is at a fork in the road, and people don't understand that. We are at a fork in the road. If Chris Grier gets a long-term deal worth 45 plus million for Tua Tagovailoa, 45 plus million a year, it's only because he put himself in a position to have to. And we run around here trying to think he's a great GM. First of all, great GMs don't corner themselves like Chris Grier's cornered right now, scratching his head like, what should I do? Because right now, The only reason they would sign a long-term deal for Tua Tagovailoa is because they would have to. Why would they have to? Because they need more money to be able to afford the team that's around right now. We already went over all the unrestricted free agents, ladies and gentlemen. We went over all the people who need their new deal right now. Chris Grier knows he can't keep everybody. But he's put himself in a position right now so that we can keep some of them. We're going to have to extend Tua without saying, because let me say this. If we already had everybody locked, just hypothetically, right? Just let me tell you hypothetically. If we already had everybody locked in, we weren't under the cap. We weren't over the cap. We were under. We still had money to spend free agency. With this roster right here, I can guarantee that Chris Grier would be making Tua play his fifth-year option. Chris Grier would be making Tua play his fifth-year option if we had the money and we already had the player signed. But since we don't have the money and we don't have the player signed and we need to sign some of these players, but we don't have the money to do it, I understand we could clear up some cap space by kicking the can down the road and restructuring some of these current guys, but it ain't doing nothing but making things worse later. So he's come to a fork in the road right now where at the end of the day, has extra incentive to go. I'm giving you theatrics to help you understand where I'm coming from, where Chris Grier is with this. So you got to read my body language. He's okay, like just okay. All right, I can extend them because you have to, because you don't have no money. Because you're not as good of a GM to be able to say, no, I'm going to force you to play in your fifth year. I'm going to sign all my players, and then I'm going to keep hitting in the draft. Because you're barely hitting the draft now unless it's a first-round pick in an occasional second or so here and there. And that's the issue with Chris Grier. This is why I keep telling y'all, man, Chris Grier is not the good GM y'all think he is. Just because you could spend money, all GMs can spend money. If the Jets would have approved $35 million a year for Tyreek, he might have been there. If another team gave up a better capital for Chubb and spent the money, Chubb would be at another team. It don't make you a good GM because you could fork up assets. What makes you a good GM is not being put in a corner like you are right now, trying to figure out the greater good for the team, but then knowing what the greater good is, but you ain't got the stomach to do it, nor the cojones to do it. So therefore, we'll extend them. And for a great price. And I'm going to be honest. I wish that none of this mattered. I wish Tua had already proven his greatness. And none of this mattered. We got our franchise quarterback. Give him $100 million a year as far as I can. I mean, I'm just joking because you still got to have a good team. But that would be the sentiment. I could see if he would have hit. You see how Christian Wilkins bet on himself? He gambled on himself and he won. Well, Chris Grier was gambling with Tua, and we keep getting draws. Like, try again. We keep getting draws. We're not getting a winner nor a loser. And the more draws you get, the more likely you are to eventually lose. The more likely you are to lose. And that's where we are right now. So these reports, Tua looking to set the QB market, true lies and false facts. It's true. Any quarterback would be. But at the same token, this man ain't finna get no $56 million a year contract. Are you kidding me? Now, let me shut up. Let me shut up. As bad as I'm sitting here talking about Chris Grier, I'm forgetting this Chris Grier that fast by seeing this man ain't getting a $56 million a year contract. I keep forgetting it is Chris Grier. It's Chris Grier. It's Chris Greer. The people that should get the money ain't getting it, and the people that shouldn't be getting the money, they're gonna give it to him. I told y'all 3 years ago, you better not pay X. You better trade him and get all the assets you can now. Why are you gonna sit there and keep giving this man money during his prime while we rebuilding? We ain't winning no Super Bowl. All X is done in 3 years has got free money. And I don't blame him. Listen, anytime we talk about players getting money, I'm all for it. But I also got to talk about the state of the team where it wasn't wise. I'm happy that man got his money, but I'm not happy that this franchise did it. And here's the sad part. I know I say this a million times, but I got to keep on bringing it up. This is the story of Chris Greer. This is the story of Chris Greer. I got to keep bringing it up. He always try to cover his mistakes. How does he cover his mistakes? Noah Igbenogany was supposed to be X's replacement. Didn't work out. So what did he do? Go spend money to go get Ramsey. Cam Smith was supposed to be X's replacement. What y'all don't realize is when they brought Byron in, they brought Noah in to replace X. It was going to be Byron and Noah. And eventually they will move on from Byron. But Byron didn't work out, nor did Noah work out. So he had to pay money to go get Ramsey, a position where the draft pick was only about $3 million a year, and it would have saved us drastically. But he keeps failing. So now we go draft Cam Smith. He can't get on the field. Same thing at the linebacker position. They've been looking for a middle linebacker. They know right now they're supposed to have already moved on from Jerome Baker's contract. And here we go. Channing Tindall can't get on the field. I can almost guarantee they're going to try to spend some money and bring in a linebacker because he can't do it. They draft Austin Jackson to play left tackle. Failed. Had to go get Teron Armstead to cover it up. Had to get Armstead to cover it up. That's all Chris Greer does is spend money to cover stuff up, and people say, look at the great roster he put together, though. It ain't a great roster if you ain't win a playoff game. Well, you can't blame him for the coaching. You hired him. This is the story of Chris Greer. Constantly spending money to hide his failures, and we applaud the person he brings in, and y'all don't realize he's just trying to make you forget about his bad picks or his bad decisions. That's all he doing. And we don't realize that. So here we are, Tua up to get his money. I already been told y'all he shouldn't get his money right now. The right thing for a general manager to do based off of everything happening in the league is make him play his fifth-year option to see if he could take that next step. But I also told y'all this is Chris Greer. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He will get his money this offseason. So Greer can try to hide his failures and now have a little bit of money left over. See, Greer going to do two things at once. He going to make you happy by re-signing Tua, at least a large portion of the fan base. Then he going to save some money in the process and keep some of these guys around just to hide his failures. All of this could have been alleviated if he would have made better decisions, if he would have made better picks. If he wouldn't have failed so much at the tight end position, if he wouldn't have failed so much at the linebackers, if he wouldn't have failed so much at the corner positions. And here we are right now, and nobody realizing we don't even have a safety on this roster outside of Javon Holland, who actually needs his money. Brandon Jones, unrestricted free agent, and Deshaun Elliott, unrestricted free agent. There's so many holes on this team right now, and a lot of people don't realize it. And before I get out of here, I will say this. If I'm Chris Greer, it's the last time I'm going to try to say this, probably in the last time. But listen, take all that money, go ahead and cut the people that need to be cut, restructure who needs to be restructured, and pay your entire young core and force Tua to pay on the 5th-year option. It is that simple. Force him to play on the 5th-year option. It's that simple. And if he balls out, who cares that you got to pay another $5 million a year on his contract? Who cares? We need to know. Because again, I always say this, the biggest factor here is nobody wants to have the conversation of if Tua bombs after this year. If Tua bombs this year, what in the heck are we going to do if we already gave him the big deal? Because if Tua bombs this year, y'all do realize the year after that, half of these veterans gone. Tyreek maybe gone. Armstead gone. They even start to have their out for Ramsey, Chubb, all of those guys. Their out starts. And on top of that, you will never have a roster this talented moving forward. Never. Nobody thinks about that. Can y'all imagine that? Tua setting the market, getting the big deal, and next year he's a failure? You think that the Carolina Panthers got it bad, drafted the wrong quarterback, getting rid of all their draft picks, stuck with it? Imagine having to pay a guy 50-something million a year and you feel that way. At least he on a rookie contract. It would be the worst ever. But time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get out of here. I got the pregame show in about 3 minutes. Y'all come to the pregame show right now because I got a special offer for y'all. I want y'all to take advantage of free money. All right. So y'all come through to the pregame show. Again, this stream is being powered by BetUS. Get into the game, get into these Super Bowl odds because they are officially up right now. This is your last chance because kickoff is in about an hour, less than an hour. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Kickoff is less than an hour. So get into it. Take advantage of the opportunity. All right. I also have it up here for you guys real quick. Look at some of the sportsbook bets. Let's see. I want to go football here. I want to see if any of those odds change. The alternate odds. All right. And punch that like button, guys, before you get out of here. All right. First half props, second half props, everything. NFL draft is up, NFL alternative, the coin toss. Yeah, let me go to this. Let me see. Because I got tails. I got tails on the coin toss. I'm finna throw some money in my account, make sure I put me some in. The last football game. Well, it's 50-50 even. Let me see here. Team calling coin toss, be correct. All the same. Team that wins the coin toss. I gotta find my Gatorade one. What color Gatorade y'all got before we get out of here? Put it in the chat now. Dolphins gonna pay Tua. About to have an awesome off season. Got it. TD, I think Dolphins need to give to $100 million a year, 4 years. Green, orange, blue. Interesting. Well, you got your last chance to put whatever you want in on it, all right? BetUS. Remember, the link is in the description of the video. Let your friends and family members know about it as well. And supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. And last call, BetUS TV, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. We got our very own show starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. Me, Dan, and Richie. All right. It's called The Huddle. Come check it out. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Come over to the pregame show. It's about to start in about 2 minutes. Peace. I'm out.